issue. Why don't you give us some background on that and tell us why you call Kari fake late?
Everything about her is manufactured. You know, I'm running on my record, and she's running away from hers. You know, she up until she declared for governor, everything that she'd done up until that point publicly was on the left side of the equation. You know, the good book says, by their fruits you shall know them. Well, her tree, all the fruit's on the far left side of the tree. She, you know, praised Obama. I mean, she changed to a Democrat from Republican so that she could give money and vote for Obama, which to me is the embodiment. Obama was the most liberal, worst president we had up until Biden, and a lot of people believe that this is just Obama's third term with Biden, that he doesn't really have the brain power to run anything anyway.
Right.
But, you know, she ended up, you know, buying a life membership to the NRA right around the time she announced for governor, and then said, well, I've been a lifelong, you know, supporter of the Second Amendment. No lifelong supporter of the Second Amendment would ever give money to and vote for Barack Obama. He was the biggest gun grabber this country's ever known, and everybody that supports 2A understands and knows that. Mm-hmm. Also, you know, she'd only given to Democrats, liberal Democrats. She gave money to John Kerry and to Barack Obama. And so right before she announced for governor, she cut 7 checks for Republicans. All I'm saying is that it just looks a little bit too cute by half, that all this conservative stuff that she's trying to add to her name is all being manufactured right around the time that she announces for governor. But before that, she'd never done a conservative thing in her life. You know, she came to her first pro-life march ever, I think, in her whole life this year, about a month ago. I was there. I was carrying the front banner. And it was a 4-hour march, and I stayed for the whole march. And she stayed for like 20 minutes so she could kind of photobomb it and then run off to something else. I guess, you know, if she had said at some point in time, you know, I've been a liberal most of my life, but I had a road to Damascus change, and I'm now a born-again Republican, I guess I can understand that. But she's out saying that her whole life she's been a conservative, and that's just not true. And I don't know which Kari Lake, you know, we're going to get if she got elected to governor, if it's the one that supported Obama or the one that now says that she's the most conservative person on the planet. I'm just not buying it at all, because the background that she has just doesn't back it up.
You know, I completely get that statement, the road to Damascus moment, because I had the same moment in 2009. But it's another thing to say that you had that moment in 2021, right? You know, when you're getting your petitions to run for governor. I completely get what you're saying. But tell us how you figured out the whole NRA membership deal. And we have about 3 minutes.
Actually, Paul, it was just a hunch, because everything else about her's been so phony and fake that I thought that there was something more to this as well. And so the more that we did checking, you know, found out that she just you know, got that card right around the time that she announced for governor. And the thing is, I think that you know, she was being pushed out of Fox News, and so she's trying to figure out another gig, and realizes, you know, in Arizona that maybe this is the direction that's best going to give her an opportunity in the political realm. But you know what? It's like I say on the campaign trail every time people ask me, they say, what's the big difference between you and Kari Lake? And I say, I'm applying for a job. She's trying out for a part.
You just took the question right out of my brain. I was going to ask you about that. I think that's one of the best crafted lines I've heard in some time in political circles.
Well, you know what? I think it's really true. I think that everything with her is just, you know, figure out where I want to be, and then manufacture a background or a paper trail that backs that up. And that's all that's been happening here. I mean, in the past, she's given high praise to Anthony Fauci. She said she would have voted for him for People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year. Now she says Anthony Fauci's a criminal. You know, now she says Merrick Garland, who's the Attorney General, is a lousy guy because he wants to investigate parents as domestic terrorists that are speaking at school board meetings. But yet, when Barack Obama named him as Supreme Court Justice, she was one of his biggest fans. She went on her social media and said basically it was a no-brainer that he should be the Supreme Court Justice. So I just have a really hard time when somebody, has so many different positions on the same things. Which one you're going to take as gospel?
Yeah, I didn't think the cameras in every single Arizona classroom was a very good proposal either.
No, but the Chinese government likes that one. The fact is, this opens up our kids to being spied on by foreign state despots and by child predators. I mean, it sounds like an idea that Barack Obama would have come up with. And here she's coming up with these ideas. And then when she gets roundly criticized for it, she says it was just an idea. I'm not sure I really meant it. So I don't know. The other piece of me is that she goes on and says that, though she doesn't have any kind of management experience or leadership experience at all, that doesn't matter. Look at Ronald Reagan. Well, Ronald Reagan was the president of the Screen Actors Guild.
Absolutely
right. It was
right.
one of the most powerful organizations in America, and he ran that group. He had lots of leadership experience. I think having experience just turning on and off a teleprompter doesn't qualify you for running the state and being the top, the top leader of the state. She just doesn't. I think everything about her is contrived, and I think that she's trying to basically make stuff up as she goes along.
Well, you certainly